Good afternoon, aspiring artists. I am here again. My name is Masha Himmerling from Paper Paint and Palette Inspirational Online Art Studio, and I am continuing my series called Exploring Color World, Part 6. Today we will be talking and creating neutral colors. We will be using Softee dough, we will be using crayons and tempera paint. All right, so let me set up over here and we will start. So I made this little template, sort of like a guide with the colors that we will be talking about today. So neutral colors, what are they? Neutral colors are usually the colors that are neutral. They're not, they don't belong to cool or warm family. They don't belong to the other families like complementary colors, monochromatic colors. They belong to completely different family. We call them neutral colors because they go well with other colors and they kind of calm down. They have that calming effect when they are working in combination with other colors. They actually can go practically with any color. They're neutral. They don't have a big voice. They're not screaming loud to your face and to your eyes. So there are many hundreds of, if not thousands of neutral colors. I will mainly today talk about only six. We will talk about white, gray, black, and then we'll talk about ivory, tan, and brown. And actually, I will be working like this. I will be filling up this grid that I created. I created 3 cards so that each medium I will be using, I will show you how we can mix colors and what other techniques we can use to create this particular 6 colors that belong to the neutral family. All right, so before I'll start, I'll let you know one more thing. What is the reason for us to know which colors we should mix together? Why do we need to know anything about neutral colors or how they should be made? Well, if you painting, if you sculpting something using plastilitos or modeling clay that has colors in it, and you're not feeling like working in monochromatic scale or black and white, then you will be using different hues, different colors to mix skin tones for people, right? Or earth tones, or nature related colors, and stones and soil, skin color. They all have the same, they all belong kind of to the same family, neutral colors. So we will start, and let me start with the Softee dough, affiliate of the Crazy Art Company. I'm not promoting Softee dough. I just found this in my daughter's my closet, and she thinks that she is too old for them. And I said, I'm not too old. I would love to. Softee dough. So she gladly shared with me. All right. So there are several ways of making colors and hues. Usually in this technique and this colors, I would say, because we will be using subtractive colors to pigments in printing, in painting, in paints, right, or in mold substances. we will be using hue. I'm sorry, we will be using pigment, right? Hue, color, physical. In physical color, you can out by combining many different colors. Okay, you can come very close, but it will be mostly like earthy. So we're just going to put a little bit of white over here on the white part right over here. I hope you can see. And I'm not gonna scoop too much. You probably remember from my previous video, use circles. And with young school age, I sometimes ask them to fill this certain color so that it will help them to work with their small motor skills, hand-eye coordination. Then we need a but before we'll make gray, and in some art supplies you might find gray, but if you want to go with your gray, you'll know what to do because we already covered that. You just need to combine these two, right? Black and white equals gray. So a little bit of black and the same amount. If you want to make a dark gray, you in it in this mixture. If you want to make like silver gray, then you probably need to add more white, Softee dough or any other. And that's how you are going to just spend more time on mixing. Look a little bit marbled because I did completely gray and black. I'm sorry, white and black, but very close to being gray. Now to make ivory, and has a little like yellowish tint into it. It's warmer than grayscale. To make ivory, different media using different amount of. Let me see. I'll take a little bit of white. Here I'll take a little bit of that. And I will add just a little teeny speck of red because I don't want it to be like a lemon yellow. I want it to be ivory, but for that reason I need to warm it up a little bit. You sometimes also can use to add. Why? Because if you remember my color video when I was assembling my newly arrived color mondo globe, earthly tints and that belong to the neutral family, they low. White to black, they go through green, but inside of each section of we get to have this brownish tint. And color, as you see, has either cool green or blue added tint into it. So darker you go, darker browns you'll get, lighter you go, you'll get to beige and ivory. So helpful tool. Okay. So I am incorporating yellow in teeny red, and I am getting a little to get, as you can see, to ivory, but ivory can be different, darker, and it goes into completely different color. And stop right there. Okay, then we will create 10 color. For 10 color, you can do you can actually, if you have brown, you can add brown into it, and we will try that right now. But you also can add a little bit of and you will get 10. But let's just add one brown together and see what will happen. Mixing. Very good job. And you can, you don't like certain colors, you can always add a little bit of purple, orange, or yellow, and you will get that perfect tint that you need. So experimenting is really creating new colors, and I think I'm adding a little bit of red, and I think I will add a little bit of purple into this mixture just to give it that I need. Just a little teeny speck, because I don't want my mixture to turn into purple and be completely different. So adding all of these colors together, you really need to work them. You really need to make them a little, spend more time in incorporating them. Okay, there you go. So I got 10 color. This a little bit darker than what I have over here, but that's okay. Actually, maybe ochre or bronze, but we show you different spread of tints and shades. And now brown. Well, I do have a brown over here, but I don't want to just take it out of the this container over here. I want to show you one interesting trick. So red and green, your brown. Yeah, very fun way. And color. Red and green together. On what tint and shade of green you'll get lighter or darker, it will be maybe it will be completely different from what I have over here, but it will it not really matters. What I want you to create native and start incorporating different colors. And when we think, oh, the color turned to be dirty, it's not dirt, right? Earth is dirty, but these colors can be absolutely beautiful in combination. And maybe this brown needs a little bit more red. Okay. Yeah, there you go. I got my my perfect brown. There you go. Love this color. My brown. You know what? More I'm incorporating it. So let's go with a little bit more red. And you can make yourself, or you make, but offer them to match the colors that you print. But remember, colors that appears on your screen of your are different. They are additive colors, and we're working with subtractive when printer prints, it's sometimes and they turn. Oh, my red is not really fully incorporated, but that's okay. Okay, so the first paper, all the neutral colors is created. I go containers, and I will proceed to show you create neutral colors. Crayons. crayons. Now with crayons, because they are dry art medium, it will be uh, unless you and crayons, right? You're going to do, you're going to create an mixed colors. How do we create an illusion of mixed colors? Well, if you remember a few weeks ago, I several different ways of how we can secondary colors using primary colors with crayons. So let me see if I can find a white crayon. I don't believe I have. Definitely can use white crayon. Wait. Okay, I'm sorry for that. If I'm bumping the. Oh yes, I found my white. Okay, perfect. Then I will show you an interesting trick. Sorry for the bumping. All right, so we have white. Okay, so let's just do white. We do white scribbling light with dots pointing. Next, we have gray. How do we create gray? We create gray with first layering white or putting white and then proceeding black. Oops, black. Black specks or dots or stippling pieces, and you will see that this white and will blend together as soon as you move a paper. Visually it will create an effect of gray color. And now we have black. So black and stippling, closer you put dots together, dark painting or your drawing spot will be this. If I will make it will be darker if I'll put down. We have ivory. So with ivory and with dry art, we just layering color on top of another color, of a third, another color. So it might be 2, 3, 4, 5 different layers. And create an illusion of a color. And let's see, so ivory, I have violet over there. And a little bit of yellow in this spot. And sometimes if you want to have colors to be warmer, to appear warmer, you can add other colors on top. I'm adding a little bit of orange over here and it gets much warmer. You can also make them cooler by adding cooler colors. I'll make putting a spot of a little bit cooler. Okay, now we have tan, and tan is darker and warm. So I can go different ways. I can skip on white crayon and just incorporate color of the paper. If I have white paper, I will incorporate that into the color of each. So tan color has yellow and orange, and even if you have brown in your set, go ahead and use brown too. So you can of orange, and I forgot to do my stippling technique. Tap, tap, tap. You're gonna see the tan color, not up close, but if you put your paper further away from your eyes, oops. Tell kids not to, for the lighter colors, not to tap very hard. the colors to be like white out or pastel, unless you want dark browns. Okay, let's do, and you know what, I am thinking maybe a little bit there you go. That okay. Now let's, and for this brown color I will show you how we can reach adding these two together. So we're gonna have black can overpower any color. So what I will do, I will first layer, create the first layer with red, and then lightly add black. So and red. One of the most time-consuming techniques is the stippling technique. Okay. Oops, and let's create brown by adding, and that layer is black. So there you go, you get some chocolate over there. Maybe you can add a little bit of orange in and reach that nice dimension, nice ounce. All right, and we will do the same with the stippling point. They're not supposed to be perfect circles when you do stippling, but they're also not lines. They're not circles, so just that tap, 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 and that will create. And maybe a little bit of orange into the mix to be true to the, oops, to the color that you created with the scribbling technique. Okay, so there you have it. We created our with the dry art media, craft media with crayons by layering different colors together. Okay, and the last technique, I will show you how we can create neutral colors with wet media. And for that, I will need different, so I will not go into contaminate colors. And again, we are talking about subtractive technique, subtractive way of editing. We're not going to, okay, additive technique, additive way of adding colors, which is light, can create one. What we can do, we can some resemblance, but let's see, if we'll have time, we will do that. White over here. Okay, we have white, we have yellow. Definitely need to have, I will make orange over here with white and yellow. Sorry, with red. Okay. Then we will put green over here. I will put blue and black, and then I will mix orange and gray. So mix, I will make orange and gray over here. Okay, this is orange, or as we sometimes call it red. This is my magenta, and let me make gray over here. I know I'm contaminating colors just to save time, but I will be using yellow from this point and a white from there where it's still. All right, let's No, we're just going to end up putting white. I need some water over here, some white over here. Gray, we can either mix gray on the paper. I already put the gray that I pre-mixed in my over here by adding black and white to, and put black color into the black spot. Okay, this is our neutrals. All right, white, gray. Okay, next we have, and I already have mixed this ivory right on top of the paper. So I have a little bit of white. I'll put the yellow over here. Teeny bit of orange. Okay. Now it's too dark for ivory, so I will add more white. Okay, now it's more like ivory. Okay. And I mixing on the paper, okay, when you playing around with colors, when you and just practicing. I would never be mixing colors on the paper if I'm painting a masterpiece, artwork. Mix your colors on a paint palette, okay? That's what it is for. But to see how colors are changing and how they combining together to create new color, okay to do that on the paper. All right, now 10 is a bit of white, yellow, white, yellow, okay, yellow, and orange. That's a little bit of my orange, and that's your tan. You can add a little bit of grayish color mixture and see how that will keep getting cooler. The colors are getting cooler. Okay, all right, now it would be brown. Make brown, or I can you have, or I can create my own. We have with red and green, red and black. And now let's create brown, combining all these colors together. How about that? Let's see what's going to happen, because how many times do we end up doing that? You know, how often do we create and mix all colors together and just make a big mess? But no, you know what? It's really not a mess. It's a great way of learning about colors, not being afraid of colors. All right, so I will start with blue. I will have a little bit of blue over here. I will put a little bit of green over here. I will do red. And let's see how that will go together. All right, goes very well. It's actually purple, has a purple tint onto it. That's why we need to start adding like orange to get that, you know, brownish tint. Okay, I need more orange. There you go. There you go. Now we have brown. And it's really nice brown color over here. I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to add any other colors. If we will add a little bit of yellow, it's gonna start uh, being lighter and lighter, which is okay. But I think I want to stop right there. I did this really easy, simple lesson on neutral colors today for you, for your students, just to go and explore and learn. My students, when we would paint certain things like people or angels or earth, ground, soil, dirt, they will always come up with the question, so what colors do I mix? And I always say, if you're painting yourself, you always compare your skin of your hand to what you're mixing up on your color palette. And that will always help you to correct color for your skin. And sometimes we add a little bit of this color or that color, making it cooler or warmer. It all depends on the person. We're all different. God made us to be different. And it's an interesting lesson that I encourage you to uh, learn to expose your students, your children to, or yourself. Again, it was Masha Hemmerling from Paper, Paint, and Palette Inspirational Online Art Studio. You can check out my videos and different information and sign up for my different things that I send to my subscribers that are useful in their classrooms, in their homeschooling environment. And I will see you next week for the colors lesson. And I would also encourage you, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you in a week. Have a wonderful day, and God bless you. Bye.